everybody, my name's Jo and I'm a reception teacher, and I'm going to be working with you over the next few days as we learn about some really important mathematical concepts. We're learning about number and we're learning about sorting, and we'll be learning about shape. Some of you joined us yesterday and you might remember meeting my friend Carlo, who lives next door. Carlo came to us and he had a really important task to do. I wonder if you can remember what that was. His mum and dad sent him with a big basket of fruit. It was actually their shopping. And they'd asked Carlo to sort the fruit and then to put it away in the correct place in their house. Now, Carlo was a bit challenged by that. His biggest problem was he actually didn't know where to begin. So he asked us to help him. I wonder if you can remember what was in that bowl of fruit and veg. There was a potato, actually I think there were 4 potatoes. There were some onions, and there was another vegetable. I wonder if you can remember that it was in a package. There was a packet of carrots, you're right. He also had some fruit that he needed to sort. He had some apples, a bunch of bananas, some lemons, and something that we didn't count because it was all bundled up together. It was a punnet of strawberries. Can you remember what we did? We found 2 big groups to sort it into, and then we sorted it into smaller groups. So on one side of the table, we had all the vegetables. On the other side of the table, we had all of the fruit. And we counted, and then we put them back into the basket, but we did something really important for Carlo. We drew him a plan so that he knew exactly where to put all those items when he got home. Remember, his mum and dad said, you need to return those items to the place where they belong. So I've been wondering last night about how Carlo got on, and he is due to, actually I think I can hear him coming. I think that's him now. I'll just go and get him. Hi and welcome back to Carlo. I'm really pleased you came back today, Carlo, because I know yesterday you were feeling a little bit nervous about being with us, about learning with some new and different people. But I can see you're feeling a bit more comfortable today. In fact, I think I noticed you smiling as you came through the door. What I'm really wondering about is whether you were successful yesterday with your sorting task. Did you manage to put all that shopping away? I actually noticed Carlo's brought with him his school backpack today. So I'm a bit curious about what he's got in his backpack. Is it okay if I have a look? It's always important to ask permission, isn't it, before we have a look in someone else's bag. Something different today. In fact, Carlo's bought a basket of some goodies. I'm really pleased he's brought his communication book back with him again today. And he's brought back the plan that we made for him yesterday. Just going to open that up and have a look, because it looks a little bit different to what we sent him home with. I might pop it on the board so you can have a look with me. Okay, here's your plan, Carlo. But I noticed you've added some other symbols to it. Remember, we were going to put in the cupboard 2 vegetables, potatoes and onions, and I noticed you've ticked it so it looks like you managed to do that part of the task. In the fridge, we were going to put 3 items: strawberries, carrots and apples. Next to the apples, you'll notice Carlo has put a cross. So I'm guessing he doesn't keep his apples in his fridge at his house. It looks like he keeps them in the fruit bowl. Down the bottom was the bananas, and he's managed to return the bananas to their place of belonging. And the last one was, it was the lemons. So it looks like he's been really successful at his very first task for the week. Well done, Carlo. I'm a little bit confused about why he's brought all these things back to us today. And I think the best way to find out is to have a look in Carlo's communication book. I'm hoping his dad or someone's put a message in there for us today. Wow. And it's a long message today. Are you listening? It says, oh, dear Joe and children, that's you. Thank you for helping Carlo with his sorting yesterday. He actually had a really busy day working with you and the children and then playing indoors and outdoors at home. He was so tired. He fell asleep really early and he didn't have time to pack up all of his things. So this morning, I collected all the objects off the floor in his bedroom and in the laundry and told Carlo it was actually his job to sort them out and put them away. Another sorting task. Carlo said, this job's too hard for me. He said, guess what he said? I don't know where to begin. I'm hoping you can help him. Thank you from Carlo's sister, Anya. Wow. So Carlo went home yesterday. He did lots of playing indoors and out, and he was so tired he left all of his belongings on the floor of 2 rooms. The bedroom and what was the other room? The laundry. So we're going to help Carlo today by sorting out these items. Remember yesterday we sorted into 2 big groups? We're going to start the same way today. Now, Anya gave us a little bit of a clue about where these belongings need to go. She said one lot belonged in the laundry and the other lot belonged in the bedroom. So just like yesterday, we're going to begin to sort. All right, maybe we'll start with the things that belong in the laundry. Have a look in there, and I'm wondering what you can see. I can hear something clattering, and if I have a look, there's a set of pegs. I'm not sure why Carlo was playing with pegs yesterday. Would the pegs belong in the bedroom or the laundry? And we've got some socks. So I'm guessing they're ready to wash, and we'll pop them in the laundry too. Oh, the rest of the items look like they are items that Carlo probably plays with. So I'm guessing they belong in his bedroom. He's got some texters. They're already in a group, so that's fantastic. He has some animals. Put them together in a group. He has some cars, a collection of cars. And one more texter. I'm not sure why that texter is separate to the others. And actually one more peg down the bottom. So now we've divided them into 2 groups. Let's just check on how many items there are in each of these groups. I'm wondering if you can help me with the counting today. We want to make sure that we return every item that Carlo's brought to my house today back in his basket to ensure every item goes back home to his house. So let's start by counting the pegs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, okay, let's try that one again. Can you help me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I might give that another go. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's not a very successful counting strategy, is it? I can't keep track of where I'm up to. Let's try something different. Are you ready? I need you to help me again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pegs. So 7's the last number I said, so that tells us there are 7 pegs in that group. All right, now the socks. This one should be easy. I'm going to lift them up and hold them and count them as I put them down on the table. So there are 1, 2, 3. You can do the next one. And 6. So 6 was my last number, so we know there are 6 items altogether in that group. 2 small groups of things to go back to the laundry. Whoa, now it's Carlos's toys and texters. Let's just try the strategy we used over there and move each item as we count so we get the correct number. So can you help me? I'll start you off. 1, oh, I hope you got the same number as me. 5 cars. The animals are easy to count because there's only, I can see by looking, there are only 2 animals in that group. I could check by counting 1, 2, but I know just by looking at that group that there are 2 objects in total in that group. Now the texters. All right, let's have a go at this one. I'll turn it this way and it might make it easier for us. 1, 2, can you help me? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I don't think there's 15 texters in that group. Shall we try again? Let's start at the beginning at the yellow one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is too hard trying to count those texters when they're bundled up together. I think I'll take the rubber band off and I'll lay them out on the table, and maybe we can use the same strategy that we used when we were counting the pegs. We might move the animals over. Are you ready? We'll slide them across as we go. I'll start you off. 1, 2, those 2 are stuck together. 8, 9, 10, 11 texters. Now remember, 11 was the last number I said, so we know there are 11 texters in that group. Well, that's fabulous sorting. I think we've solved your problem, Carlo, because we've got a basket for the laundry and we've got a basket for the bedroom. So we can just pop all these objects in there now, and I think we've helped Carlo to be very successful with his sorting task today. It actually wasn't all that hard. So we'll put the pegs in the laundry basket and we'll put the socks in the laundry basket as well. Oh, that's a really smelly sock. That definitely needs to go to the laundry, and well, that's a really smelly sock and that needs to go to the laundry too. Oh, another smelly sock, and oh, actually, that sock is not smelly and that one isn't either. So I don't think they need to be washed. Maybe they don't belong in the laundry group. Maybe they belong in Carlo's bedroom. So what I'm going to do is put these two socks together to make a pair and fold them, and when Carlo gets home he can pop them straight in his drawer. We'll put the animals back in and hopefully he can put them with the rest of his collection. We'll put the 5 cars back in the bedroom basket, and we'll put the texters back in, but I've just noticed something about these texters. These texters all look the same or very similar, but this texter looks different. I'm not sure whether it belongs with this group of texters. I might just have a look at it. It's definitely a different shape and has a very different lid, and actually it's got some very different writing on the front of it. It says, it says permanent texter. Laundry marker. We better make sure we don't put that in with Carlo's drawing texters. That one definitely needs to go in the laundry basket. We'll pop the rubber band around the top, and I think we're pretty well sorted. Do you remember yesterday we recorded all the instructions for Carlo on the board? I don't think we need to today because we've got a laundry basket. He can take that one straight into the laundry, and we've got all the other items sorted into a bedroom basket. With your help today, we've discovered something really interesting. Some items, even though they look the same, they have a different purpose and maybe belong in different places. So these are both texters. These texters are for children and they're for drawing. This texter is a permanent texter, so please check with a grown-up before you use that one. Another tricky thing was the socks. Remember, we discovered they belong in 2 different places, but the only way we could work that out wasn't by looking at them, it wasn't by counting them, it wasn't by feeling them, it was by using our sense of smell and smelling them. So the dirty socks went to the laundry and the clean socks belong back in Carlo's bedroom. Fabulous job, everybody. I'm going to put the 2 baskets over to the side here. And just to finish off today, I think, Carlo, we should sing a song that we used to sing at Kindy last year. I wonder if you can remember it. I'll have to help Carlo again with this. Carefully put my thumb and all my fingers into Carlo's right hand, and my thumb and my 4 fingers into his left hand. That's a bit tricky. Very patient. Thank you, Carlo. If you know this song, you can join in with us. How many fingers on your hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This many fingers on your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tickle with your fingers, tickle, tickle, tickle. How many fingers on your hand? 5 fingers on your hand. Oh, and the next bit, we won't be able to see Carlo's toes, but just as we know we've got 5 fingers on our hand, we also know we have 5 toes on our feet. See if you can join in. How many toes on your foot? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This many toes on your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scratch with your big toe, scratch, scratch, scratch. Tickle with your fingers, tickle, tickle, tickle. How many fingers on your hand? 5 fingers on your hand. And actually, that's a perfect spot to finish today because Carlo's got his hand up, ready to say goodbye, and I think I can hear his family coming down the path. Thanks for joining us today, everybody. Bye.